EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he brings us out past the 20. To the 24. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Allen's throw is complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, 28 yards. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Williams. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Murray giving to Connor on the option. A 1st down for Connor and then some. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Murray from midfield. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Buying time to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On first down, here's Breida. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got some space
this
here.
This is too easy right here.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Williams to return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Murray now on first down. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first and 10 is Connor. And some room to roam now.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw, it's Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a letdown defensively, because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. But here comes Diggs. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And
there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st down, Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4".
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes Diggs. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Hey, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. But here comes Diggs. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Allen off the play fake. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on first down with Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd down at 5. Breida, he'll try the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, 14 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again with Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a give to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 27. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5.
Come on.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 73 yards. And the Cardinals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes Diggs. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They force him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but this...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Allen steps away to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Allen rolling to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up.
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Matt Breida taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Throwing is Allen. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Williams now on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is
caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, 4th down upcoming. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.